around the equator, and that is if you're good, you will be lonely.
That's proving fairly true.
The only other thing.
No, I'm not lonely. My kids don't leave me alone. They want to talk all the time. I thought when they became teenagers, I thought they were going to get all surly and not want to talk to me anymore. But they're just like.
That's the sign of a cool dad that they want to talk to.
I think so. I put my niece to bed every night, and at this point, I sit down and go, so, what shall we argue about tonight? And we don't see anything the same way. She sees everything the opposite of the way I see it, but she's very intelligent, so sometimes she changes my mind.
One quick thing, just because people have asked. We are going to start promptly at 11:30, right, Froggy?
Yeah, we changed it, sorry.
We're going to start at 11:30 tomorrow with the final photos. I have to get him out the door at 12 noon, otherwise we miss our flights, and I'm really grumpy. So, no, you wouldn't want that. You have the neck grumpy.
No, you don't want grumpy Steve.
Don't want grumpy Steve.
Don't want.
Actually, we really don't want to meet that.
All right, there you go. Continue the.
I have a question for.
What?
He got mad at me one time.
You've been scared ever since?
No, actually, I'm a fool. I don't get scared of anybody. But I realized he was going to fire me if I didn't do what he said. Yeah. What's up?
I want to know what it was like filming Caprica. What happened?
I had more fun on Caprica, I think, than I've ever had acting for film. It was more like theater. They were so brave. Like they had a costume for me, and the director kind of looks at me and he's like, "Man, you look fabulous, but you don't match the set. Go back. We're going to find something else for you." So they totally changed that. And then the script was just the beginning. The script was just the first idea. And we were supposed to like jump off the cliff based on the script. And whatever changes we made were fine. We were like on the page, the character was kind of spiky. He was kind of like cocky, and, you know, like that. And we ended up playing him like a repressed psychotic Methodist minister. And I have no idea why, but the director, like every take, he would be like, that was fabulous. Like I forgot I was directing. I just forgot I was even watching television. That was fabulous. Let's do it totally different this time. And we would do it the opposite way, and then do it the opposite way from that. And it was just like, I don't know. It was all cake. It was. I can't even tell you how amazing it was. Usually in television, they give you the script, and if you say the lines right, they move on. But in this, it was really like baking a cake, you know? Like creating something. It was really good.
Cool.
Yeah. Steve?
Okay, this is a very dangerous question.
Good? Love it.
Alright. No offense to anyone in here. But
Oh, you're fucked now.
I am a theater snob, and I don't really like science fiction. What do you think of people like that?
What do I what?
What do you think of people who don't like science fiction?
What do I think of them?
Yes, because you're talking to one.
Man, Steve, I think you're fine.
Okay.
But I think that science fiction historically has been able to be more honest thematically than regular fiction. Because the thing is, in sci-fi or fantasy, we have this veil that we hide behind. And so like, say, for Buffy, right after Columbine, we had a guy up in a bell tower with a rifle about to fire on the students. And Buffy goes up and talks to him about exactly why he's decided to do that.
Yeah.
And the reason we got away with that is because, hey man, it's just sci-fi.
Yeah.
I think of sci-fi as the jester in a medieval court.
Okay.
The jester, it said, the court who has a good fool is a good court. Because the jester was the only one to tell that had the power to say to the king that you're an idiot. But he had to do it with a joke. As long as it was funny, he could get away with it.
Yeah.
But he could be brutally honest with the king. And he was the only one. And a lot of times I feel like sci-fi is the jester. We're the ones who can be brutally honest about things.
My biggest problem with it is it happens in a world in a vacuum, and I find that I like stories that can theoretically happen to my next door neighbor, because then I can feel more for their character.
Yes. I think someone said in sci-fi, Robert Heinlein said, you should only have to suspend your imagination one time. You should only ask the audience to believe one unbelievable fact, and everything has to flow logically from that fact. So if they keep asking you to accept a new strange thing, that's bad writing. It should be one weird thing in the beginning, and then you get over that, and everything else is normal.
I guess it's because just like theater too much. Because the actors are really there, and there's no such thing as time delay, and there's no such thing as a second
If you
take.
fuck
You've
up,
got
you
to be
fuck up.
right.
Yeah. It's inherently very dangerous.
Yeah.
It's like watching someone leap off a tall cliff.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like cliff diving. Yeah. I prefer it too. What's up?
Froggy has a question.
Froggy's getting paid, man. What? What? I really don't want to tell you, except don't ever try to be a hero. Don't ever try to help somebody who doesn't ask for help. Because if you think that someone needs help and they're not asking, oftentimes you will get into some weird situations. Is that cryptic enough for you?
What's been your favorite Dresden book to do?
Wow. I don't know the name of it, but there was one character. She was a chauffeur for a rich couple, and she was like a sexual slave to them. And it talked about
First one.
yeah. It was talking about why that happens. The fact that she is addicted to sex.
Yeah. Storm.
And then she's getting her own thing about it. I always feel like with Jim Butcher's work, there's a little nugget of truth in it that's kind of upsetting sometimes, but exactly right. And there was also, I think in the first one that I read, there was a scene between Harry Dresden in the kitchen.
Yeah.
An abused wife was trying to cover
Yeah.
up her abuse.
Yeah.
You know, that's just brilliant. You know, and it's in the fantasy. Yeah. What's up, Gene? I feel so powerful. I feel like Barack Obama. Hello.
I saw the pilot last night, and what struck me was how they were using the technology, the advancements we have, to say how life can be changed, how your life experiences can be altered.